In that tutorial, you are going to learn how to use web workers introduced in HTML5. To put in practice the web workers, we are going to calculate the Fibonacci function in HTML5. In mathematics, the Fibonacci numbers are the numbers in the following integer sequence, called the Fibonacci sequence, and characterized by the fact that every number after the first two is the sum of the two preceding ones. First, we are going to create the JavaScript file for our web worker. It is named work.js. For our tutorial, we will use an iterative version of the Fibonacci calculating algorithm. If n is lower or equal to 1, we return n. Then, we can write the algorithm for the Fibonacci function, the iterative one. After the first two numbers, each number is the sum of the two preceding ones. Then we set an onMessage callback for the web worker. We get the data sent and we call the Fibonacci function in this separated thread. Finally, when we get the result, we post it by calling the postMessage function of the web worker API. Now it's time to write the code for the HTML page. It is named webworker.htm. We define the HTML element and then we write some CSS to define the font size and for making some customization on the buttons start and button stop. These buttons will be used to start and stop the web worker. Then we create the div container in the body. And we add an output element to display the result of the computation of the Fibonacci algorithm. We add an input element to let the user enter the value for which he wants to calculate the Fibonacci number. And we define buttons to start and stop the web worker. Finally, we have to write the JavaScript code. We create a variable for the web worker instance, and then we create the start web worker function. We initialize our web worker inside the function, and then we will get a message. We will display the result on the screen in the correct element. Besides, we define a callback function in the onError property of the web worker. We log the error in the console. Then we get the value entered by the user, and we call the postMessage method to launch the computation in the web worker. The last step is to create the stop web worker function to call the terminate function of the web worker to stop it. Now it's time to test our web worker. We try this in Chrome. So the page is well displayed. We can enter a value for the Fibonacci function, and we can click on the Start Web Worker button to launch the computation. Okay, it works great and a separated thread, thanks to the web worker. That's all for that tutorial. To discover more tutorials on HTML5 and JavaScript development, don't hesitate to subscribe to the S Sorel channel. If you want to contribute to the channel, don't hesitate to send me an email.